Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome to a very spooky edition of Special Beauty News. This isn't actual beauty news. This is Halloween beauty news. My name is Harry Potter, and Kat is the creepy spider lady.
I'm the person that just goes into the garage and whatever decorations I find, I just chuck on my head.
Just chuck them on.
While drinking wine.
Very good. I haven't got any Halloween decorations. I was going to say Halloween directions. I don't have that either. But I did have this from our trip to Japan.
Yeah.
We went to Universal years and years ago. So I whipped it out. Thanks for sending me this, Mum. I appreciate you. So today we thought we'd just
in the move.
That's right.
Oh.
It's very important. Remember your priorities in life. We're going to do a special edition of Beauty News. We're going to talk about Halloween releases and things that are Halloween adjacent, I suppose.
All right, so we've decided to start with indie just because I think they're more interesting this year, and I feel like as this wine goes down and this bottle goes down a little bit, which is my dinner, I'm going to be more belligerent. So let's leave the mainstream brands can handle that a bit more, I think. So the first thing we're going to be talking about,
we'll hurt the feelings of the big brands.
They can deal with it. They've got staff to cushion the blow.
They can handle it.
We did talk about this collection from Beauty Creations Cosmetics. It's the Corpse Bride collection. We talked about this a month ago or something. We're not going to dwell on it because we've already spoken about it, but if you're interested in the Corpse Bride, there is some interesting stuff here. I like the coffin box. They've got a pretty boring palette. Oh, sorry. It looks like, I don't know, tart or something.
It does.
They've got a cool mirror with that skeleton hand, which I really like, and they've got a glitter puff spray thing called Bone Dust. So if you're interested in that, it is available. So I've spent the last couple of hours doing some research on indie Halloween releases, and there are some really cool ones. This is one that's pretty cool. It's from a brand I've never heard of before, but Ensley Cosmetics. This is the Underland collection. So it's themed around Alice in Wonderland, but like in a dark sort of theme. So there's the Underland palette, which will take you on a journey through twisted fantasy world with 15 haunting hues, 7 velvety mattes, and 8 hypnotic shimmers, including multichromes, holochromes, duochromes, and metallic shades. And there's also highlighters. There's a cheek duo and lip trio and pressed singles. But the thing is the palette. The palette is the thing that's gorgeous. And it is stunning. Gorgeous. I know. Don't you just want to grab that and just rub that on your body?
Oh, I want it. I don't, I would never wear it, but I so want it. It is gorgeous. The way it's photographed is absolutely outstanding. This is how photography makes you want to buy stuff.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. And
the swatches of that holographic shade, Mind Melt, I'm like, I need it. Mm-hmm. Do I want to wear it? No, but I need it.
No.
Deserves it. Even the packaging is really cool. The whole thing, I love it. This next brand though also has an equally cool thing. Well, maybe not as cool, but cool. Much cooler than some of the mainstream shit we're seeing. This is another brand that I've just sort of discovered. Fantasy Cosmetica. Yeah. So I believe this is called the Harvest of Souls palette, and again, it's not Hailey's color story, but it is Halloweeny and still textural pretty. And dark and gorgeous. Essentially it's got some murky greens, it's got like blood reds, some purples, some blues, some greens, some just what looks like it could be, it's not, but like a glow in the dark color. I just feel like these colors just make me think of like glowing ooze in like a horror film or something.
Yeah.
It is 100%, great. They've also got 2 candles. There's Dark Secrets and Lingering Souls. And Lingering Souls is a spiced tangy apple with orange. It's got smoky, earthy nuance to it in a cloudy light blue wax. And Dark Secrets is a cherry and blueberry aroma scented with a little but not overpowering warm baked goods scents. Ooh, yum. And it's black wax. I don't know. There's just, give me one of each. I'll take
I think it's so cool that like brands, or this brand, because I don't know if we've really seen it a whole lot from other brands, but creating candles for a Halloween release, smart. Why is this not something that's the norm and people have been doing for like the last 10 years?
Agreed.
It's so smart because candles and makeup, like candles are beauty adjacent, if you ask me. If you like makeup or skincare, you probably also like things like candles and home
things
fragrance.
That smell nice. Yep.
So
I know I do.
Yeah, and I mean candles are synonymous with Halloween. So why wouldn't you have candles in a collection? It makes perfect sense. I love it. I want it. I want to buy the candles. I wouldn't wear the palette, so there's no point in having that. But the candles, I want it. Glamlite is not letting the team down for Halloween. It looks like they're releasing everything that they possibly can. But the big thing that I've noticed is the Michael Myers Halloween 2 collection. So there is a 15 color eyeshadow palette. There's a lip kit, a mask mirror. There's a lenticular purse, a highlighter, and you can get like everything in a lenticular PR bundle if you're into that, or you can get a 4-item bundle which comes with the palette, the lip kit, the mask mirror, and the highlighter. They also have a knife mirror.
As you do.
Which, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's different, but also...
How practical is that?
I don't see the point because, yeah, it's not very practical.
Yeah, look.
I'm old. I like practical things.
I like practical things too. I have to say, though, this collection, it's rinse and repeat. So they did 4 sort of horror film related collections last year around Halloween. So this is just the start of it. And we've got another collection to talk about too. But they bring out the same kind of stuff. So it always has a palette and it's always dark and moody. They always have a blah, blah, blah. And they always have a da-da-da. I have to say, though, this colour story I haven't seen anywhere before. There's greys, there's dark sort of pumpkin browns, there's dark sort of blues and blacks. This is actually a fairly unique palette from what I've seen. I don't like it. I do like the highlighter. I want to see swatches of it. I would probably...
Highlighter's really nice.
Yeah, I would, if I was placing an order, which I am not, I would buy that. Also, the lip kit looks quite nice. So the products themselves, I don't dislike this time around, which is shocking. Because usually I'm like, you're a bunch of trash and I'm not interested. But this time around, I'm like, look,
I have to agree with you. Like, the palette is pretty unique. And I feel like it's not only relevant to the property and the season, spooky season, but I can see people wanting to wear it.
Yeah. The other Halloween collection we've seen is the Trick or Treat collection. So again, this has a palette, but it's a smaller palette this time. It's a 10-pan palette, very pumpkin coloured. There's a blush duo. It's like a pink and sort of like a corally red. There's a body butter, a mirror, a lip kit, and a candle. So a candle, there we go. But they're leaning into the pumpkin vibe with this one. So they've got the sort of pumpkin scented body butter, the pumpkin scented candle. And it looks like they're also re-releasing some collections, or at least a collection from last year. So the Chucky and sort of brighter Chucky collection, you can get like a box set. So there's more to come. There's more to come with Glamlite.
Melt is definitely still doing the Halloween stuff. We've got a Universal Monsters collection. So this is essentially one collection that's kind of broken up into 3 parts. So we've got Creature from the Black Lagoon. There's an eyeshadow quad, a mirror, a Black Lagoon face gloss, gross, and a Poison Waters drip lip gloss. Yuck. Gag. There's also the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein sort of duo, which consists of an eyeshadow palette and the She's Alive translucent loose setting powder, which has a matte finish. And then we have Dracula. So this one is a crimson mascara. There's the Thirst for Blood liquid lipstick set, which is obviously a deep red. And then there's Horror and Terror Drip Lip Gloss, which is a deep red and clear gloss that are swirled together. You can buy them all in bundles. You can buy it all as like a big pack together. There's also a crossbody mini backpack. I don't know. I don't really care for it.
Look, I think the packaging is very cool. I have to say, even the outside of the palettes, the sort of imagery, if you're an old school horror fan, this would be sort of very collectible. The products themselves, there's nothing I'm like, oh wow, that looks really interesting. Both palettes are very green toned, which they kind of make sense for the monsters that are related to it, but it doesn't make sense overall if you're going to go for, there's like a sort of a green themed, a sort of more nude themed and like a red, but having two green palettes is a bit confusing. But I do, the black gloss does, they claim that it's black, but it goes on clear. So it's a face gloss. You can use it for like highlight. You can use it for eyes. You can use it for lips. But there is a slight grey tint that it leaves if you're probably, you know, in most instances. But I think, look, my hesitation with this is that, okay, firstly, I'm not that deep into the horror genre, so I'm not like gagging for it. But most of my melt products, I eventually declutter because I don't really like the quality overall. So, I think they're more good ideas in packaging over substance, which is a shame.
Yeah.
So the next brand, we've got Unearthly Cosmetics. They've got a Gargoyle collection. So there's a palette here, not as sparkly as fun as the other ones, but still like, you know, people will be interested. There's also a matte lipstick, a liquid lipstick trio. Now these colours are very berry and black, which is very appropriate.
Yeah.
And then there's also some liquid highlighters. So these are those sort of coloured, they shift different colours. They look white, but they shift different colours. This palette to me...
They look awesome.
They do look really cool. This palette to me, what does this look like? This looks like a brand, like a mainstream brand. I can't think of it.
Yeah.
It's nice and it's rich, but it doesn't, I don't know. It's like lacking the interest that the other ones have for me.
I don't know. There's just not a whole lot that's interesting about it. It's like, it's a brown to blue gradient.
Yeah, fair.
Another collection that we have talked about in the past, and this is from a brand that can take some criticism because we've dished it out plenty of times before. This is the NYX Beetlejuice collection. I think the thing that Kat and I really loved from this was the sponge.
Yeah.
Which is really cute. But essentially, it's just, you know, it's run-of-the-mill what we've seen from NYX with these sort of collaboration collections before. And I don't even know if it's technically Halloween, but it's got those vibes. So there's a recently deceased 8-pan palette. There's pinstripe duo liners. So these are double-ended liners. You've got liquid at one end and like, I believe it's a like standard pencil at the other. There's also a cheek palette. We've got a like red lip gloss. There's a sponge and a travel case. We've seen those swirly butter glosses, which are kind of cool. And then they have some under eye patches. I get the vibe that those under eye patches are reusable.
Yes, they look like they're just sort of like jelly in plastic, so you can probably put them in like the fridge or something and just use them as cooling.
Yeah.
Would I use it? Probably not, but is it a bad idea?
No.
Not necessarily. I think if I was to pick anything out of this collection, I would get that black and white swirly gloss because it has that sort of greyish effect that looks like just cool tone nude.
Yeah.
And it just looks interesting. Yeah, I think with this one, I like the idea of it more than I like the execution. Which is a shame because I love Beetlejuice.
And I'm obsessed with Beetlejuice. Absolutely love it. Kind of, and I guess this is like one of the things that starts to sort of tarnish these collaborations for me. Like when they don't meet my expectations, I'm like, I hate you. Why did you ruin a good thing?
And also like you could have done so much better. Like this is a really cool property that I think if this was, yeah, in the hands of, I don't know, another brand. But it's hard though because NYX is very affordable. To keep it very affordable, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
It's hard. You can't have everything, unfortunately.
I know. Yeah, it's catch-22. It's, you know, bit of a rock and hard place. We have a weird one. This is definitely for Halloween because it's been specifically said that it's for Halloween. It's from Profusion in collaboration with Peanuts, which is
it's just like fucking Snoopy. Randomly just pull like names of things out of the hat and then just try to make a collection out of it. Halloween Peanuts Profusion. It doesn't go. It's dumb.
It's not. We don't approve.
No.
We do not. So there is a desk eyeshadow palette. It contains 31 shades.
Yeah, get fucked.
Then we've got a sponge set. Yeah, exactly. A sponge set with a sponge holder. There's a mirror and keychain, and there's lip oils and overnight lip mask. Brushes, holographic highlighter, chrome liquid toppers, face primer, setting spray, blah, 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 blah. There's a whole bunch of stuff that is, I mean, you could call it Halloweeny because it's orange, but
that's all it
it's
is.
Not like, that's all it is.
And they've got that candy corn sort of sponge. That's the only reference to Halloween. You're dumb.
I don't really get it.
No.
It's Peanuts Profusion Trick or Treat, and
it's lame.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
There is another Halloween collection from Profusion. This is the Gothic Beauty collection. So again, it's got a lot of stuff. I'm not going to go through everything. You can see it looks like a sort of purple old haunted house, sort of filigree vibes. There is a big palette in there. It's a lot of purples and a lot of dark sort of browns and greens. I do not give two shits, so we're moving on.
Neither do I. It's got that kind of like witchy poo vibe, and it's just a bit...
It's a bit poo.
It's cringe.
It's a bit poo. So another piece of poo is Makeup Revolution. They brought out the Truly Sinful collection, and it's truly sinful because it's just a pile of steaming turd.
Dog shit.
Dog shit. So they've got the Truly Sinful Blood palette. Now, I want to mention this palette just looks like a basic palette that's got half sort of nude, pinky, everyday wearable, boring shades, and then half slightly smokier, one sort of burgundy shade. It is not a blood palette. Get out of town. Then they've got the double-ended black and white mascara. So this is just, I don't know, you can use it however you want, but most people would use this as like the primer and then you build on it. I don't know if that's actually how this is supposed to work, or if they're going for the white mascara look. I'm not too sure. There is a pH balm blush. So this looks like a black balm, but when you like touch it, it turns bright pink. Ick. There's a peel off lip stain in red. So again, you paint your lips, you peel it off, you're left with a red stain. Who cares? There's a black ring lipstick. This does actually have that interesting texture on it that looks a bit glittery, but it's just a black. And then there's also the Midnight Black Lip Glaze Oil. So it is sort of like they're trying to get on the Halloween bandwagon, but they're not really committing to anything that's good. So you do you.
This is an absolute snooze fest.
Yes,
and it looks like this is what I would expect from a brand that is desperately trying to claw their way back from death.
I don't even think they're doing that. I think they're literally just going, there's people that find us in store, they're going to a Halloween party and they don't have any, they just, where's it, the nearest cheap black lipstick? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's trash.
That's what it, it's giving trash vibes. Wet n Wild have a Nightmare Before Christmas collection. So this is one of those ones that can go either way. It can either be Halloween or it can be Christmas. We've seen it as both in years past. And this year they've released it as a Halloween collection. This one consists of an eye and face palette, a blush lighter palette, there's translucent primer and finishing powder, 2 color changing lip oils, a sticky serum primer, 2-piece multi-stick set, and a makeup bag. It is affordable Halloween themed makeup.
Yeah, super cheap looking.
And the palette is ugly as fuck.
Yeah, I think the problem is, again, this is a good example. We'll put this on the screen versus when Melt did the Nightmare Before Christmas collection, which was last year. And the thing about it is, if you pay a lot more for makeup, you can get some really cool looking stuff. But if you want it on a budget, this is what you get. And it's like fine, it's accessible, it's like I'm sure it works, but it is very boring. It's very uninspired.
It might be good for like a kid who's just getting into makeup and they love Halloween and they want to have some Halloween themed makeup, but I don't know, hands up if you would buy this for yourself. I don't see it happening.
My hands are like stuck down by my sides.
Not up.
Like, that's not me. All right, they're all the mainstream brands. What we're going to get into now is more like the body brands. We're going to touch on them really quickly. Bath and Body Works, they do have a Halloween collection. This is in Australia. I've seen this in stores, so I don't know if there's more elsewhere. We tend to get the dribs and drabs, but essentially you can get a whole bunch of different body products, whether it's candles, body washes, body creams, hand washes, all that kind of stuff. There's Vampire Blood, Ghoul Friend, Wicked Vanilla Woods, Perfect Pumpkin, and Candy Apple Cauldron. So they do have cute packaging.
Yeah.
I wish they had proper descriptions of the scents because I don't actually know what a lot of these are supposed to smell like, but they're out now. I've seen them in stores, so if you want to get them, you can. They also did that collaboration with Stranger Things. That is very Halloween-ish, but we're not sure if it's actually designed to be a Halloween collection, so we'll just flag that.
Yeah. All right, the last thing we're going to talk about, I think this is the last thing, it's Lush. Lush always do a fantastic Halloween collection, so if you're into Halloween, you might want to check it out. There's like 85 items being released, give or take some. So we're not going to go through it all because this isn't a 4-hour episode of Beauty News. But what I want to flag is Monster Octopus, the shower jelly.
It looks
so
like a little
cute.
shower friend. I would not use this. I'll just have it on the shelf and be like, hey mate, how's your day going? I'll be showering and be like, how's your day? Tell me the news, what's happening? Because it just seems so cute. And I think they have really big ones in store as well on display, like really big ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
just
love
want to give it a handshake.
Yeah, but there's like lots of bath bombs and stuff, and the bath bombs are pretty cool. Like, I don't know, I'm down with it. I quite like the way that Lush do their holiday collections. I feel like they go all out for it. Like they don't, they don't scrimp on it. And it looks like they even have like Halloween style advent calendars.
Yeah,
little
which is cool.
Calendar
and those
for
naughty
Halloween
wrap
and stuff
things,
like
they've got Halloween versions of those as well.
Yeah,
so
if you want to like gift some, you can gift them in a wrap. I love it. That is it for the very not spoopy episode of Beauty News. Oh no, Kat's wine is empty. You have to have your dessert. There it is.
I'm home alone. What else do you do after a long day of working?
Absolutely.
And then a long night of editing?
You should have a wine. It's the perfect time for it. I would too if I wasn't already falling asleep on my feet. So we're going to leave that there, guys. We will be back with normal, regular scheduled beauty news. It's going to be like a week late, but it's fine. It's coming to you soon. So don't worry. We'll be back with that. Let us know what you're dressing up for Halloween. Like I said, I am Harry Potter.
And I am the Tinsel Queen. I don't know.
Yay!
But look, this spider has little eyes, which is kind of cute.
It's
and
cute.
It's a door decoration. It's not actually a hat, but whatever. You do you.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
it
got
works
a broken
as a
leg.
hat. It's fine. We can glue it. Alright guys, we hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, make sure you subscribe because we'll be back to torture you again next week. We love you very much. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.